Hello everyone, it's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the September energy report and the Pisces Full Moon energy report. But before we get started with that, let's just wrap up the eclipse season with just a couple reminders, and then I'll move on to the Pisces full moon. And I know the eclipse, it's like, here we go, we're still talking about the eclipse. But after the eclipse, we were really in an in-between phase as we rewired and as the timelines shifted. So that integration period, I kept thinking would end, and it just kept going. But now that Mercury has gone direct and Saturn has gone direct, and now that we've entered full moon energy, we really are going to move beyond the rewire integration phase and actually start to see manifestations of the solar eclipse in the coming weeks and months. So when I say rewire, literally this was biological, this was cellular. Through our strands of DNA and our chakra systems, we were in a tremendous upgrade via source energy from the solar eclipse. And so that helped to clear out just old karmic rubbish and helped to clear out old identities and things that just don't serve us, ways that we look at ourselves and perceptions of the world that are still based on fear. All of those things were literally disintegrated. They were just released. They were purged via the upgrade and via the rewire. And to get into really esoteric language, our chakra systems are going to give way to our light bodies in 5D. And I've talked about this before, the importance of the causal body in manifestation rather than the solar plexus or throat chakra, which is how typically the chakras help us to manifest. So we are entering a whole new uncharted territory as we come into September, because we are discovering who we are at a totally different vibration. And this can bring up a lot of fears and can create a lot of confusion, just asking the question, who am I? And allowing that answer to show itself to you as old identities of what your parents and society and even what you have thought you were and are and what you have felt you were capable of. All of these things have been rewired to expand and to exist on a platform of a higher vibrational frequency. So that is where we are today. With the Pisces full moon, we have another ending and new beginning, another chance at transformation. Because Pisces is the final sign in the zodiac. And Pisces is fish, it is water. And so this energy, now that we have been rewired, now that we've been upgraded, now that we have epically released what no longer serves us in such a powerful and profound way, a once-in-a-lifetime way via the solar eclipse, now the adjustment, now finding the flow in the new. And so there might be a lot of feelings that resurface. I have had a lot more shame and like those, I can't believe I did that. Why did I act that way? I mean, things from 20 years ago. I've talked about this in previous videos of all of the shadow energy that comes up during planetary alignments and during energetic shifts is actually those timelines and those identities, those karmas closing down. So if that, if those old feelings are coming up during this Pisces full moon, They are coming up not to wreak havoc on your life or for you to overanalyze them or wrestle them to the ground, but actually to allow the process of feeling your feelings and working through them to be healing, and to actually integrate shadow energy to heal those little boys and little girls inside of us so that we can find our new flow. So as we move into September and into this Virgo energy, this is going to be the time of action, putting pedal to the metal, putting pen to paper. Virgo is an energy of multitasking and also carries the energy of doing, of actually physically doing things. And so when we find our flow, the doing comes easily. And when we're forcing it, forcing alignment, forcing doors to open, forcing things to happen, there is no inherent natural flow in that. So let's just feel into this Pisces full moon. So Mercury has gone direct. That was part of the rewire because Mercury, the theme of Mercury retro is always revisit, rewire, rediscover. So now that's direct. Saturn has been in retrograde. Now Saturn is direct. So the forward momentum is with us. So with the Pisces full moon, feelings, watery emotions might arise, but they're meant to be personal transformation and further healing so that the new flow, the higher vibrational flow, so that you can join with it without forcing it, without wrestling it to the ground, beating it into submission, wondering what's wrong, but simply surrendering, allowing, being the adaptive energy of water. And we have seen water be very destructive in our country here in America over the last several weeks with hurricanes and flooding. That is the shadow side of water. But we can choose to pivot to the light side and allow the water to be healing. And allow water to show us something very important in this energy. That water always finds a way. That if there's a boulder or if there's a block, that the water forms a new road, finds a way around. Water always finds its balance and always finds its equilibrium. And water represents flow and life. Without water, there is no new life. So our new life is here. We've done the work, and now it's time to allow the flow to find us. Simply by setting the intention in your causal body, the new manifestor in 5D, setting the intention of, I've found my flow. I'm in the flow. Feel how the flow feels so good. It makes me want to smile. It was like instantly when I started talking about the flow, I want to smile. Okay. So again, allow the Pisces full moon to provide just that last little bit of personal transformation and healing. Feel your feelings. And now we can find our flow as the new, improved, true, authentic versions of ourself. I feel like I've had a new dawn. I feel it in moments and then it slips away. But because I felt it, I can get back there. So over this Pisces full moon, if you slip off out of alignment into watery emotions, just go back to bookmarking that feeling of, I've had a new dawn. I know what the true authentic self really feels like. And as long as you can hold that in your heart, no matter how far you get away from that, you can always get back to it. And of course, if you need any help, all the information to find me and to book a session is below. And it's not too late to subscribe to the Awaken Vibes newsletter. We will go ahead and send it to you when you subscribe. And please give it a thumbs up. And if this work resonates with you, please subscribe to the Awaken Vibes channel as well. Sending you lots of love and happy full moon. Namaste.